Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome to another Legion live stream. It's Monday night, so you know we're doing Legion Talk. And we got a pretty good one today. This is going to be a lot of fun because these stories are pretty weird. We're gonna have to make this one a little bit more lighthearted and funny. I know that all the streams are always funny and kind of jokey, but sometimes they're serious because there's really good stories that are very like kind of heartfelt and all that. These are pretty kooky. So I did post a poll just to see what everyone thinks. You could, if you already know these stories, go ahead and vote. I'm just saying, which one did you think was the best? So some people have already voted. There's the Code of the Heroes, the Super Pets one, and the Impossible Missions one. And so far, the Super Pets one's got the most votes. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody that Fourth World Fridays have started. Episode 1 is already in the can. It is in the playlist. So the next one is this Friday. So every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, please join us for Jack Kirby's Fourth World. This is really a big one this week because this is where the 3 new titles start. It's great that, Jack Kirby came in on Jimmy Olsen and really improved that title and really made it into something special. But this Friday is a really big, important one because it's the Forever People #1, the New Gods #1, and Mr. Miracle #1. So it's all the #1s in that order. So it's actually a really important one. The last one was obviously important because that was the start of Jack Kirby's kind of career there, but introduced Darkseid. But this is where we're now getting really into like kicking it off. So make sure you're there, and that's every Friday for Fourth World Fridays. Since this is the Legion live stream, I also have to mention beardedshirts.com, which is the shirt I'm wearing today. They've got a sizzling summer sale on right now. If you do buy anything from Bearded Shirts, let them know that J-Man sent you there. We're trying to set up some sort of thing with them. I'm hoping to get maybe even some kind of like a discount code or something for the listeners. But in order to do that, we got to show that people are actually watching and getting stuff. So if you are going to get something, go ahead and let them know. I've bought like tons of stuff from those guys. So, now this Thursday, Transformers Thursday is back this week. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Sean and I are going to be covering the next 2 issues of the Marvel Comics Transformers. So we're going to do only 2 on. So mostly we do 3 comics per stream, but we're only going to do 2 on this one. I find that the Transformers ones have a lot more like detail to examine. Also, I don't really know these comics that well, so I want to read them a little bit more in depth and kind of go through them a little bit more than when we go through these. These are like a lot more, these are fun comics. And I'm not saying Transformers is more important or anything. I'm just saying that like, I've never read it before. I have no idea what's going to happen at all. So I got to kind of take my time when I'm reading it. I won't just like kind of enjoy. These are comics I lay back, I sit back, I got my pop and read them and have fun. Whereas Transformers, I got to take notes because I'm not familiar with the comics at all. So that's why we're doing it that way. Okay, let's bring in our first panelist.
Hey, so, sorry everyone, my internet wasn't cooperating. So
Clobberin's internet wasn't working either.
And a spinning thing, and I was like, well, what the hell? Like, what's the problem?
2023, man. I never had problems with my cable TV. I plugged the wire in, it worked. Never had any.
Oh yeah.
This Wi-Fi crap can't do Wi-Fi anything.
Bullshit. Yeah. Bullshit. No, I always say like whenever people have problems like telecommuting and at work and stuff, and there's all these teleconferences and stuff like that, I'm like, listen. I always say this, and this is true. In 1969, they broadcast the moon landing from another planet.
Right.
Live from another planet was fine. and now in 2023, it's like you try to like talk to people in a meeting. It's crap, man.
What's this bullshit?
Yeah, I know. We can see now. Again, it could have been a Stanley Kubrick production, so we're not
could
for sure.
Been, yeah, that the rumor has it that
I do like Capricorn 1. That's a great movie. starring our good old friend, Mr.
remember-
Simpson.
Yeah, all I remember is O.J. Simpson running in the end, and then there's like a freeze frame or something. He's like, he might get shot.
Capricorn 1 is a great movie, man.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. All right, let's bring in our special guest for these streams.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yeah, no one ever said OJ couldn't cut it. So I'm too soon.
I did recently watch that what was that called? What's that called? The American Crime Story. That was good. I thought that was a pretty good.
I hadn't seen that one. No.
Yeah, it was like a 4 or 5 part. They covered the OJ trial. I didn't really know. I was in high school when that was going on, and I remember following it.
Oh boy, it was something.
But it was crazy. Like literally, they're like, if they had the evidence now, it's a 5-minute case. Like the amount of evidence that there was, it'd be 5 minutes.
Right. Oh,
it's like I think in the thing, the guy's like, this is the most evidence we've ever had in any murder investigation ever. Like, it's like
no trial will ever quite capture the imagination of anyone ever again in pop culture like that, unless it's of course Pharaoh Lad right there on your shirt. This is Chan's trial one day, because that is the coolest dude. I love that. I love Pharaoh Lad. I miss him.
Oh, he's great. All right,
we'll see him soon.
I can't wait to get into these. Yeah. Some outsiders here. Gasp, gulp, choke. Yes, I like that.
Choky gas.
Joe Dog. What's up? Phantom. Okay. Brian Hepburn. What's going on?
Brian.
LT.
Yo. Avon lives. Long live the Legion, brother.
There you go. Gotta get and a Star Trek and a live long and prosper at the end. So you covered it all basically in that one line. That's it.
Well done.
You got everything. You need a Star Wars reference, and then you've got the best things ever in one line. You gotta put like a Star, like, may the Force be with you, and then you've got like every. It's
live long and the Force may be with you, Gandalf.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You ever seen that stupid shirt?
No.
It was like a shirt. There's somebody walking on with a joke shirt says. So it was basically intentionally messing up. Says, "May you live long and prosper. May the Force make you live long and prosper." And it was quoting Gandalf. Or something. Yes. There was a picture there was something like a picture of a Dalek that was meant to be a Dalek instead of R2D2 or whatever.
Right. Oh, I do like that. Yeah, it's like the entire everything is wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
My favorite is I actually don't like the Big Bang Theory. I don't really like that show, but
me either.
But there was one funny part where Sheldon was acting out charades, and then Penny just couldn't get it, and she's like, "I don't know, Sheldon, are you Star Wars?"
It's like
he's like, "Well, one person can't be Star Wars."
Yeah.
she has like literally no clue at all. So she's like, "I don't know, are you Star Wars?" He's like, "No." That was the one funny part.
Look, I have actually engaged myself in endeavors to explain Star Trek to 80-year-olds before.
Oh.
And I'm talking in the past couple of weeks, in fact.
Oh, wow.
You may think, well, at least they've heard of Star Trek, right?
Yep.
If you're talking about Star Wars, they've heard of it. Right. In this case.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to go too far into it. There was a very treasured uncle of mine. Mm-hmm. And he pretty savvy dude too. It really shocked me. He didn't really know what Star Trek was, and I thought I could explain Star Trek to anybody. It wasn't easy. And this is a guy that plays video games. That's an 80-year-old guy who plays video games, old one, but he plays them and loves Star Wars. And they always get me to watch I'm telling him to order to watch the Marvel movies now and all this other kind of stuff. And he's that one cool uncle. My dad wouldn't watch some of that stuff. But I can't explain Star Trek to him. Star Wars he likes. But he's never watched Star Trek. And a lot of those old people call it Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek, yeah.
Yes.
I remember that.
My mom never watched it. My aunt. So I grew up with my aunt. There were 6 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment. So it was me and my cousin, female cousins, sharing a bedroom. My mom and my aunt had a bedroom, and then my grandparents had a bedroom. But my aunt she got me into 2 things: wrestling and Star Trek. But Star Trek later on. She used to watch all of Star Trek, and then she would try to get me into it. I was like, nah, I just I couldn't get into it. And then I got into it way later. starting with the movies with Star Trek 6, which is the first movie I watched, Undiscovered Country. And that's why I really like that movie a lot, because it kind of started my Star Trek career, but or fandom. And but my aunt then got me into it and watching. But my mom, nope, no Star Trek, no Star Wars, none of that.
My mom and dad won't watch them either.
Yeah, she's not into it. But she likes black and white movies, so I watch black and white movies with her, and that's why I like the black and white movies now. So that's. But my aunt liked wrestling, which would weird. We'd watch wrestling, and it's so random. I don't know. But she used to work at a bar, so I think it was like.
You know why she liked wrestling.
A lot. No, I don't know why.
And stuff, man.
No, I don't think it was that. I think she worked.
Skin, man.
Oh dear. Well, I've been watching the Blue Demon, Santo and El Santo and Blue Demon team ups. So I'm watching those lately.
Yeah,
Maddie's daddy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Maddie's daddy. Lord Toth, what's up?
Yep. I think did we get everybody? Yeah, we got everybody for now. If more people pop in, we will acknowledge.
Yeah. Brian Hepburn.
All right. So, Clobberin, you read this one, right? So I'm going to put you on the top. You want to go through this one?
I've read them all, but the other one, it's been a while. The last issue has been a while, because of the power outage today that we had and all crap. I couldn't get it all done, but I'm mostly up to speed on that one. But I'll let you guys handle the third one. In fact, you can handle all of them. I'm here for the ride, but.
Oh, okay.
I'll start us with the.
Go with the credit.
The openings, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Go for the openings.
Yeah, true believers. This is a comic I had nothing to do with, so why am I in this voice? Never mind. I'm sorry. You guys go on without me. I didn't create any. Wait a minute. Did I just admit to not creating something? What the hell's the matter with me? I created. I remember when I said, guys, you do really well to have a comic called The Legion of Superheroes. Put them in the 21st century. Or maybe the 30th. I don't know. You guys choose.
Just swap them around. Yeah.
Swap them around. So this issue, an exquisite Kurt Swan, George Klein cover. We have we're still on our pretty much usual suspect creative team. Writers, the great Edmund Hamilton. Pencilers, the stand-up guy John Forte. He's got inkers of Shelley Moldoff and Al Pacino on the inks, which is interesting and different. Edited lettering by Matt Snappatini, or whatever, and of course the usual editor, Mort. Hey, they're just a bunch of little ridiculous 4-year-olds reading these things anyway. Just whatever the crap you want, leave me alone. Weisinger.
That's actually his middle name.
That is his middle name. It's a complicated one, but
All right. Well, I need everyone to really concentrate on this. Oh, did you see what I did there? Wasn't that? Oh boy.
It's quite
all right.
I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Oh yes. Claude Sailing. How's it going?
Hey, Claude.
Hey, Claude.
I think I have. Do I have that one still? Or did I deleted some of because you can only have a certain amount of clips on StreamYard. Yeah, I think I deleted that one. Yeah. That I had that was in reference to what you were saying. I did delete that one. Okay, so I just want to point out before we begin that for several issues of this comic, Adventure Comics, several issues, that Lightning Lad was dead, and we heard ad nauseum, "Oh, we got to get him back. There's got to be some way to get him back. We will get him back." And upon getting him back, what do they do? Do they throw a party? Do they have a celebration? Do they announce it? No, they throw him in jail. In like 2 comics later, they throw him in jail and say, "You're out of the Legion, ass, and we're going to lock you up forever."
I love that the jail is like, it looks like an amusement park ride thingy.
Yeah,
with I don't know, he's got a computer replicator and shit on there on an asteroid, like not even like a jail.
Yeah,
I love
so small.
I love the 3 necessities.
Food, books.
Food, water, books. There you go. And you're on your own out in space. But hey, dude, you don't have a bed, like a chair.
There's no toilet.
No toilet. Of course, it is the 30th century. I'm sure they let that taken care of somehow.
Yeah,
some sciencey way. But look, and here's an asteroid. So enjoy. Maybe some aliens will come along and let you out, and you'll be able to come back and kill us.
Hey, in Star Trek, do you think they could beam out your poo?
Yes, I think they could.
That'd be very that.
I've always
I'd
been
be
in favor of that.
sign me up for that. Like you don't have to sit down.
I've always felt like these, like a certain, like in your digestive tract, and nanotechnology, bio nanotechnology that just, is substitutes for your metabolism and burns all the right stuff, and then the rest is just goes out. I'm not trying to be disgusting or anything. It goes out in gases, which would be better than,
Oh, for sure.
I don't trust those transporters ever since the motion picture.
No. Not transporters, but at least something that nanotechnology of some sort. But you're right.
Sean is the McCoy here. You just don't. And you're wearing the wrong color shirt.
Back didn't live very long. It's like Jesus.
Oh, that was good. I like
no
that
transporters.
Line.
Yeah,
I like that line. That was awesome. That's when you knew they weren't effing around in that. You're like, oh,
he killed 2 people right off. It's like, and then he has to go.
Those guys.
He has to go tell the families and everything. And
too bad.
I love
That's
this cover.
In the big city.
Another one, Mort Weisinger cover that makes the Legionnaires look like a bunch of total like fascists. Because they're like, because you gave up one of our greatest secrets. We're not usually, I guess in a less enlightened society they might shoot you or hang you or whatever. We're just gonna leave your ass out here in this thing and just you can just rot. And,
it looks like a what's that thing? A grenade. Looks like a hollowed out grenade.
Yeah. Looks like a camping lantern or something.
Dear. Part 1, the code of the Legion. All this cool shit can happen in part 1.
All this cool shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna rain kryptonite and all that other stuff. Wow.
And if you get bored at any point, realize that every single character has to do something. So it's like,
ordeal. So this is one of this entire week.
Yeah,
is the formula on fire.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and instead of doing 3 tests, they're like, let's make it 17 tests, and then
test for every character here. It's like
everybody needs to have a test. Now, I just want to point this out that this is the most random thing ever. So, Balancing Boy lost weight.
Yeah, what in the hell is this? I forgot about this, man. It's like, yes, it's going to revolutionize weight loss in the 30th century. I like how they said, "Hey, dude, you used to be fat. Now what?
Yeah,
what the hell, man?"
I know.
Yes, hey, you're what is this? That's ridiculous. You're slender, not fat, like Bouncing Boy. You're an imposter. Hey, man, I dug off some weight. You're gonna call me a fake?
But he doesn't have his powers anymore, and that's an automatic, expulsion.
Okay.
There's another story about this with Lightning Lad.
No, Sean, you're so ahead. Okay. I know, I love it.
Yeah.
This is only the first page, and I'm like, what the hell is going on in this comic?
It got shorter too, by the way, apparently. But
he also got short. Yeah. Okay. So Bouncing Boy became thin, lost his powers. They don't believe that it's him, and then they're like, "Okay, we'll keep you on reserve." What are you talking about?
Yeah. We just had a unanimous vote, like between last panel and this one. What happened here? Yeah,
I don't understand why he lost his powers, though.
I don't get it either. And we've literally seen so many times where someone's lost their power or even lost control of it for a second, and they're automatically expelled.
Yeah,
within
automatically.
A minute. Automatically.
But he's been around a while.
So it's like they're keeping him around. It's like, okay, you're going to reserve member to do what? You're a skinny guy who can't bounce. Bouncing was the worst thing anyways, and now you can't even do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember, in his normal state, he was sort of like chunky, and then he grows up into the ball. So why would it would affect his weight? I guess if it just took his powers away, it would be one thing. But why, if that thing just takes his powers away, why would he made quote unquote slender? Why wouldn't he just lose his powers? Remember, he was the same size before and after his powers, wasn't he? Or
and just be chubby. Then?
Was he skinny when he got his powers? I can't remember now.
And he didn't lose that much weight that he's unrecognizable, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
It's like he's got definition, and he's good, man.
Right. This panel, look, if this doesn't say the joke that people make about John Forte, and it's good.
No, it's the best.
They're supposed to be flying.
Yeah.
But they're flying straight with their toes, like arcs, like you fly, I guess.
No, but turn that page like that, and they just look like they're standing.
That's exactly what I thought. I literally thought
understand this panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. They're flying, or are they? And they're like, why is it scrunched together like that, John?
And they're going to ram their heads into it? Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
And why? Yeah, they're so close. I'd be like, okay, Ultra Boy. I'd be like, dude, you need to move down a bit. Like,
you guys are crowding me, man. What's a Superboy sandwich?
Me, yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not comfortable with this, guys. Just so you FYI, man. I like you guys and all.
It's like, why am I in the middle? Like, what the fuck is this?
It's a Superboy sandwich.
I've always been, ever since I see that panel, I'm like, what in the hell is this?
Ooh, would you like some mayonnaise on top? No, stop it.
Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise, yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, you.
All right, so the top,
Sorry, LT.
So Moon Knight, I mean, not Moon Knight, the Time Trapper. The Time Trapper is like, I've got you.
Yeah, Time Trapper. Oh, we remember him now. We've been talking about him for 3 issues.
Yeah. Get on with it, like in Holy Grail. Okay, so Time Trapper, you mess them. It's like, damn it, we can't get this goddamn thing through the curtain of time here. And why don't you all stand here and think about this? It's like, yes, let's stand here and think about this for a while.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chameleon Boy is on the planet Gra.
One of my favorite planets.
Gra. So it's like a Klingon battle world or something.
Oh, yeah.
Gra.
The concentrator. I'm gonna get. We'll do it later when we get to the end of it. But there's something that a boy, Edmund Hamilton threw out that kind of. I have some compliment for him that he did with the story. Actually,
headbutt the Iron Curtain.
Ram Man.
Okay, Ram Man. Yeah. So then this mist. So this he's doing.
Or it
something
might be an insult, by the way. I'm gonna take it back. Anyway, go ahead.
All right.
So this mist hits him. It's like I can't transform, but I can transform my hand. Dee. So he makes a skeleton key.
Yes, which means you can transform.
Yeah, but just so it didn't hit the mist didn't hit his hand. That's why.
Right.
That's why it's still in color. So what happened was that the colors forgot to color them, and then they're just like they made up a reason why. Like, it's like, what was this?
Yes, there you go.
I love this seat belt like that comes around, and if it like, why would you have a locking mechanism at all? Like, why don't you just make it a strap? Like,
yeah, I don't understand. But a good perk. Well, they gotta let him. I guess they gotta let him go. Now, what happens to triplicate girl here?
Right, so they're all going to get nailed here by this mist or whatever. So then these guys hit it. So they're trying to figure out what the concentrator is. Okay, so we're skipping.
Everyone wants to know what the concentrator is.
Yeah, it's because I think Starboy mentioned it, and so after that, I guess someone bugged the place, and they're like, "What is this thing?" So now they're going after all the Legionnaires.
And the commissioner, wants to test all the Legionnaires to find out if they are going to, under extreme ordeals and duress and stuff, are they likely to under brain brain manipulation or what have you? Are they likely to give up the secret of the greatest, most dangerous Legion secret of them all, the concentrator, whatever that is?
But this happens like a split second after he finds out about this, and they're all like, "Trust me, bro." Like he doesn't even know what this is. Like,
yeah, so the commissioner hasn't shown up yet to test them. He's showing up in a minute. This is all pre. So like they've overheard the concentrator, which is like some super weapon or something, some secret. Yeah, it's happening right. It's like right here. It's the next panel. So it's like, watch as the concentrator answer or you'll never move again. And she turns into 3, and then it's like that breaks that. So they're back at the HQ standing around. They haven't moved yet. And,
no, they don't move.
Here's this guy. He goes, I am from the Science Police Commissioner Wilson. It's like, you guys can't be trusted with this concentrator, even though you've been trusted for every issue up till now, because I only found out about it now. So it's been fine all this other time. But now he doesn't believe that the Legion can keep a secret, so he's going to test each of them.
Yeah, who made
to
you
see if they
leader?
reveal? Yeah, exactly. What does he get to decide?
And he's Commissioner Gordon, I guess, Wilson. But
Commissioner Wilson. It's like, so they're like, he's like, I'm going to test all of you under like duress or whatever, under like interrogation.
I'm going to see how much you guys can stand.
Yeah,
I won't stand for any insubordination.
I need you here to stand.
Yes,
it's like, okay, you stand over there. Stand over here. All right, so he comes to this place here, and he's like, "Here's where so this is the testing ground. So they've gathered up all the Legionnaires, and they're going to run tests to see if they break under the pressure. So he's going to interrogate them using special techniques to try to see if they can break the Legion into revealing what the concentrator is."
Except bouncing board.
Hey, Just Joe. Yeah, give him
Joe.
Jack Bauer. That's I love it.
All right, so we're going to this place.
Daddy, the concentrator, he makes the orange juice. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. From concentrate. Okay, you all are gonna go in this room and you're gonna get tested. Sunboy, you're first. This is like going down to meet the wizard here at the end of this panel. What's going on? It's all dark. It's like, what is the secret of the Grail? Sorry, that's Excalibur. Yeah. What is the secret of the concentrator?
Can't concentrate.
I can't concentrate. The walls are all mirrors. They're reflecting back my own radiance. I don't think mirrors can reflect like fire, but
yeah, but that's a cartoon thing too. It's like mirrors reflect everything.
True.
Like, I don't think they can reflect a bullet or whatever. Like
no, but like when it comes to beams and things like light, and lasers and thunder, it's like lightning.
Sure.
You always
mirror master.
Like, yeah, mirror.
Yeah, send in the ginger first to get him out of the way. He's gonna crack. Okay, so I don't understand like why this is even a test. Like, okay, he just then breaks them. Like he's like, okay, he goes, they're reflecting. I'll show you who's going to reflect. This reminds me of the Super Friend or Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, where they put Iceman and Firestar next to each other.
Yeah.
And they were trying to remember that episode, and then he's radiating ice. He's pushing the ice.
They took the idea from Fantastic Four, but yeah.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah. Bastards!
It's a classic club, Is it?
No,
they're all. Am I hallucinating this? They're all using their powers. And in the next room, the other person is affected and using their powers.
Yes.
Am I? Yeah.
Could
is
be.
that not an early issue?
Wasn't it? And the blind man shall lead them. With
maybe
Doctor Doom, Daredevil, FFs. I can't remember. I could be picking a totally different story. So don't.
Yeah. Well, I remember that. I don't know. I remember as
I think I read the first like 50 Fantastic Fours, and I never read anything past that. So.
Oh yeah.
I probably should go back and read all those. I have some of the collected editions or whatever.
Yeah.
I love me some FF just as much as I love me some Legion. So no.
All right. Okay, so Shrinking Violet.
Like she has a costume yet.
Yeah, she's just wearing like a green dress. It's like, okay. So again, she gets shrunk. She shrinks to escape these monsters. Oh, gosh, another here's catching things like
The Weakest Legionnaire. What a title.
Oh no. Part 2. Look at this guy. And then they're like, okay, I know you already bought this comic and you've read half of it, but there's still this shit. This hasn't happened yet. And her face hasn't happened yet. And there's a chair here. So she shrinks down to a small chair. And then he's like, ha ha ha. Due to your shrinking ability, you won't reveal anything. It's like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, she says it and then you can't hear him.
Right.
Yep.
She shrank, so she's passed.
Yeah.
Right.
For some reason.
But she gave up the info. Like she says it, but she's like, "Oh, you were so small that we couldn't hear you."
It. Why couldn't you hear it though? We may have a great hearing.
Yeah, and what happens if there's a guy that can hear it or just capture her? Like I don't know, it's weird.
That was really weird.
They're eating, I don't know, like they got takeout or whatever.
Yeah. They're making them eat crap.
It's like small rations.
Yeah, rations.
Later on, but yeah.
Maybe they got takeout. Maybe they got Jaime Reyes takeout or whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
That was the dumbest scene ever. Okay. And Superboy, report to room 219. If I'm Superboy, I'm like, first of all, you don't report me to anything.
Yeah.
Like I think you misread who you're talking to here.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
Superboy, pump.
It's like,
yeah, I'm Superboy. Just vaporize you. It's like, have you not seen Batman versus Superman?
Yeah. And right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the Zack Snyder Superboy. I'll bust your neck up in 2 seconds. I don't give a shit what the I don't care if there's multiple ways out of this scene. I'm gonna break your neck. I don't care. It's like I'll do whatever I gotta do. It's like don't
unless your mom's name was Martha. But anyway, yeah.
Of course, and his name might be
Martha Wilson. Yeah, it could be.
He might be Martha
Mr. Wilson. Well, what is the concentrator also going to drop kryptonite on you? Okay. Green kryptonite is deadly to me. Have I
It's like
calculated
Kirk having
wrongly?
tribbles dropping on top of it.
I thought that immediately. And he's like, no, I figured you were bluffing.
Kryptonite tribbles.
So he's bluffing. Yeah, but that doesn't mean a real guy wouldn't really drop real kryptonite to reveal the concentrator. So that wasn't a test.
Okay.
Like,
That was weird. Yeah, I thought it was odd.
But I don't think you should read this next one.
with this,
The Colossal Boy one. Because I don't want to act like a 12-year-old.
and it's like, okay,
And
so
when
this
you
is
we're going to sound like 12-year-olds if we talk about it. But go ahead.
well. So now it's Saturn Girl next, and how come she has a nice little seat here? But anyways,
Well,
I always
thought she had a nice little seat.
What is the secret of the concentrator? Answer me. Yes, my gatekeeper. He's wearing a headset capable of receiving vibrations of thought. If I even think of the secret, he'll get it. So now she has to start thinking of all these random things.
This is I'm sorry.
Yep,
they figured, look, 8-year-olds buy this comic, so they're not going to get this, and adults reading this comic are going to laugh. Because what does she do to take her mind off? I feel dirty even saying it.
Starts thinking of all the guys.
Thinking about the Colossal one making himself huge.
Yep.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be, I promise this is not my buddies on the comic shop show that are all 40 years younger than me, and they laugh at every sexual innuendo joke, and I tease them about it. This one, they would be right now. See, we're a little bit different. Dick in the game, my buddies, they would be laughing it up for like 40 minutes of this panel. They would not stop laughing until they could breathe. They couldn't breathe anymore.
Yeah. Well, she's like, I'll think of, and guys, if I ever make a superhero movie with a flashback, I'm definitely putting the head in the corner of the screen. That's a 100%. No, I'm bloody serious. The first superhero movie that does that, I'm giving it 10 out of 10. Well, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 just in case it sucks. But like, I'll give it high points for that.
Special points.
So yeah, he makes himself huge. Whoa.
With a big net.
That's a big net. Remember when Starboy did this other crap? And remember when Matter Eater Lad ate stuff?
Things.
Yeah.
Fought Blue Pac-Man, basically.
Off the Blue Pac-Man.
Remember when Element
Invisible
Lad
Kid.
pretended to be a magician and Invisible Kid like juggled for him? Like,
yeah.
And then Ultra Boy and Sun Boy came in, and I didn't understand what this mission was. Those two panels are a mission, but I don't know. They're just fooling people the whole time. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds
Yeah, they were just dumb missions and stuff. She's like entertaining herself with her fellow Legionnaires doing goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it. She passed.
Well, I'm satisfied, Saturn Girl. You are completely fine. I don't know why. I mean, other than you're cute and all. But...
Do you need a cigarette, Saturn Girl? Like, I'm good. Anyway.
Yeah. She needs to change. She needs a change of undergarments. All right.
Jesus. Poor old Mon-El time.
Mon-El. And Mon-El always gets the worst stuff. We're going to lock you in this claustrophobic thing and like expose you to lead and all this crap. And he's like, and then this is how sad Mon-El is. In order to get out of it, he remembers when he was betrayed by Superboy or whatever, and like in pain. You're like, this is awful. He's always in torment. Look at the anguish on this guy's face. And for Sean, they'd make him watch Blue Beetle. That would be what they would.
Yes.
Blue Beetle with the hooked eyes and like
yeah, like in opera or in like Lucio. Depending, are you a Lucio Fulci opera fan or are you a Stanley Kubrick Clockwork Orange fan? Whichever one, they both got the eye thing where they keep your eyes open or whatever. He breaks through. Ha. You can't do this to me. You guys are just androids, you losers. And they're like, damn it, you're right. They were just androids. Okay, but again, how did you pass this?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, if you break out, we'll kill your friends, but they're not my friends. Yeah, but if someone really wanted to know the concentrator's secrets, they would get his real friends.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey, how'd you get all that good food? Well, look at her. I mean, Phantom Girl got perfect treatment for some reason, folks.
And Phantom Girl, they're like, hey, how come you got all this good food here? Why are you favored so much? It's like, oh, tell the truth, Phantom Girl. Did you tell the secret? It's like, you hussy.
It's not who you know.
I love when they said you hussy in that one when they were fighting over Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, you hussy.
You hussy.
Wow. Look at
Husky's a great word.
What are you trying to say, Chameleon Boy? Then why have you been given special food? You must have something. You must have told him something to be favored. So
it's like, wait a minute. That favor treatment is a trick to make us quarrel, so we'll talk about the secret. I see microphones hitting the wall. It's another ruse, but we won't be deceived by it. Good job, you guys. You guys weren't deceived. Okay, who cares? It's
Oral Lightning Lad.
Lightning Lad. What is the secret of the concentrator? Tell the secret. I can't stand this any longer. My bolts are useless in here. My brain is cracking. Let me out and I'll tell. So I've explained the secret of the concentrator. Wow, man, Lightning Lad, you failed this city. You have failed this city.
Wow.
And it's like later that loser Lightning Lad told me the whole secret, so now we have to imprison him. It's like, Lightning Lad, why are you such a loser? I don't know. I've been dead for I've been dead for a long time. So can you give me a break here? Like, it's like, no, you will now be imprisoned in here. And let me read you the charter here. Like, what?
This is so dumb.
Okay.
It's dumb for so many reasons. Like, really dumb that you just don't have a prison to bring somebody to.
Yeah, like I mean, they're leaving them in this area can serve as a prison as well. I guess it's like a testing area, a prison area.
But he said he's going to leave a permanent police guard there. Whoa, why?
Yeah, I think they're going to come collect them later. I think that was what they're.
He said permanent police guard here, though.
I thought they were going to permanent police guard here. Yeah.
Something like what?
Oh no! Yeah, sorry. He's leaving to go get. Okay.
Yeah. Why would you?
Right. Well, we know. Oh, there's a twist coming up. This is an M. Night Shyamalan. Co-written. I suspect that's not really the commissioner, but an imposter, and I'm so convinced that I put it in bold, in disguise. He knew about the Chameleon Boy getting trapped and escaping, yet we've never told him that there wasn't time. It's like, you're right. I think that is there's some bullshit going on. Let's use our vision.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. He has a lead mask on, so that's why we couldn't see it.
Choke,
gasp. Oh, wait a minute. There's the real commissioner captive. It's like he was wearing, he tricked the Legion nicely by capturing the real commissioner and taking his place wearing a lead-lined mask. Now to use the concentrator secret to make anything I wish. So he goes to create, here they, look, they got their arms up.
Yeah. That's something.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
He's like, wait a minute. He's really the time trapper. Lightning Lad tricked me. The secret of concentrating free atoms to create anything is useless. The atoms won't stay concentrated. Oh, my radar shows two of them coming after me. I'll strike back with star gravity control. That's cool.
Yeah.
So Lightning Lad told him a fake thing to see what he would do. I mean, Lightning Lad's the smartest one there. It's like, just say something fake and see, know.
He's lightning smart.
He is lightning fast thinking. It's like, okay, now I don't understand what's going on here at all. This is where this comic, like, okay, it started off goofy, then it was a bit boring. And now I'm completely confused. I don't know what this concentrator does, how it works, or why they're making it at all. Does anyone understand what's happening here?
I wanted to just, we can look at it and see if I can try to.
Okay, let me see.
Try to come up with something because.
Okay, so they're assembling the weapon. I hoped we never have to use the secret weapon. Use it. Turn it. Okay, use it. Turn on the concentrator's power, Brainiac 5. So. These basically these comets or whatever are going to come and hit, right?
Right.
So they've got to stop these things because they're going to destroy the universe. But we've seen stuff like this before. Superboy can go up and bash them, or Ultra Boy can smash them. There should be other ways to stop this meteor shower from destroying everything.
But I think if you hit them, they explode. So you can't do it that way. You gotta suck they're dark stars. I don't know, but you gotta suck the energy or light or whatever from them. In so doing, you also take all light from everything else or something like that.
Yeah, no, the concentrator requires so much energy to power
Yeah.
that the entire like solar system gets drained of power for a little bit in order to power this thing up. So it's like, okay.
Well, it blasts them out of existence. I don't know. I couldn't follow this either, but
I don't understand what.
Well, you follow it a little bit better because you like I mean, okay, yeah. So these things are like,
it stops stuff.
Yeah, it's like mini
Right?
black holes or something, right?
Yeah, you got me, man. Come on, Apple, then.
So it creates like now hold on. The last panel here is the most outrageous thing
That's
of all
the most
time.
bizarre. The last panel is the most. Forget that the concentrator. This last two panels, I'm like, what in the holy mother of? I mean, what
I don't want to show him yet.
Don't show him yet.
I gotta go really slow. Okay,
so they saved the day with the whatchamacallit thingy that we'll never hear from again. The concentrator. So
all
now,
right, so hold on. They saved the day, but power was lost. But now power's been restored.
Yeah.
Now everything's good, except we have to go back to something that was introduced in the very beginning of this, and that was our good friend Bouncing Boy, who now has a girlfriend.
Bouncing Girl.
His mother, yeah.
Yeah, look here. It looks like his mother. He's like, look, okay.
But then Superboy can't contain himself. Like he can't maintain politeness. Like he's like
wonderful Bouncing Boy.
Oh no, I mean,
okay, hold on, okay, look. All right. Later, when the Grim Legionnaires return to Earth, a surprise awaits them. Look, since I'm slender, girls don't laugh at me anymore. Wow, the 30th century certainly sucks ass, doesn't it? But they like me. Meet my girlfriend, Iris or something. And then he's like, oh, no, I mean, she's wonderful, Bouncing Boy.
You're in,
okay.
That's what the kind of chick you're into. Hey, that's your kind of chick, dude. I mean, go for it. But I don't understand what Superboy's. You could have said hi.
Kind of dick. Yeah.
You just say hello.
Why
are we? I don't get this whole page. I don't understand this goddamn panel. It drove me crazy, man. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't understand why he got skinny. I mean, look. I don't throw stones when it comes to what size anyone is because that's a big glass mansion I live in. So, nevertheless. Look at all the cute chicks in the Legion. I mean, are they trying to look? Is this Edmund Hamilton's probably like a skinny little dude? What he was, and Lee Brackett. I've seen pictures of her. She was a lovely lady, but I guess she was a science fiction writer. Maybe at the time, maybe that's her. He's trying to say that. Look, whether just because I'm a slender young feller doesn't mean that I don't like the plus size ladies. And I wanted to show you Legion readers that I, who can lose my superpowers, I lost a lot of weight, I guess, and now Charlie Atlas kicks sand in my face, but I too can hang around with Legion of Superheroes. Let him kick sand in my face now with Superboy standing here. Well, that won't happen, will it? And I have a nice plus-size lady who's a science fiction writer. And you kids, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but there you go. Why does this panel exist?
Why is this?
But Clubby, you said before, like this page. If you just read this page, it begins with like that thing destroying the Dark Stars and the sun going out everywhere,
right?
And then the time trapper escapes into the time curtain thing, and then everyone pledges allegiance to get the time trapper, and then Bouncing Boy is like, "Look at my plus size girlfriend," and that's it. It's like it's like you'd be like, what happened to this whole story? What is this?
Actually, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
And I'm saying this, Sean, because I didn't get to read all the last issue, or a couple, and it's been the ones where we got ahead of us. Some of them I haven't read in 30-something years. So this is not spoiler, remind you. This is speculation.
Yeah.
Remember, did something happen to Triplicate Girl and put her all into one?
Oh,
he does end up marrying her.
That's right.
Yeah.
So maybe she's like triplicate. She's triple girl.
Triple girl.
That's triple girl, right? She's triple girl. I'm so sorry. I have to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. I was like, what? Why? I mean, is that what he's doing?
I guess so. Yeah, he likes triplicate girls, so he wanted one that has all three.
Remember, something did happen to her, right?
Yeah, that's true.
This is foreshadowing.
Oh
He's
my
triple.
God.
And they're
This
both
is
going to
so
get back to
weird.
normal. They're both going to go back to normal.
Now, J-Man, go down 2 pages. I want to show something.
Oh, by the way, look, there's a letter in there. There's a letter by Bob Rasakis in there.
Go to that. Yeah, that thing there. The coming super attractions. So go down.
Oh yeah.
I never knew they made like a logo, like a character of the DC logo. He's got this like.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird.
Johnny DC.
Is that his name?
Graduating or something, or
although it was more Johnny DC became sort of like a chick later. That was it was I don't know if they ever called it Johnny DC, but at that point, but later in Ambush Bug they did.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Well, maybe Fanti remembers something happening with the that panel that makes sense to him. Oh yeah, look in the letters is Bob.
Oh, was there a letter? Oh,
no big deal. No. So maybe Fanti remember. Fanti, what's the deal there? What happened with Chuck Tane and who was that chick? Was that triple? She got triple all into one or something.
Now she's got triple chins.
Yeah, that's so
triple chin girl.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Quagnar.
Hey, Wag.
You did hear Ambush Bug. Oh, I wanted to show everybody this. You guys have seen it already. If you're following me on Twitter, which is Gasp J-Man, I've been adding. I do these little characters. So I just added Elastic Lad the other day. So you can you can print him out and assemble him.
How do you make that? I don't even know. Is that like paper? You like put it on?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me grab one from my side here. From the side here. Hold on.
Yeah, he's made a ton of these.
Lord Thaw says the composite Superman needs to be revealed eventually.
So
no, but he says Lord Thaw says one of the girls from Triplicate Girl, not one of them. She looks like all three combined.
So basically, the way they work is that. So I see assemble.
Oh, that's cool.
So that I made
nicely done. You're just gonna have the paper for it or the.
Oh, you gotta do it. Yeah, you can print it on cardstock, or what I do is I print it on normal paper and then I glue it to a file folder. You know those file folders? I glue it to that, and that makes it like a cardstock thing. I've got a few all around. I've got like I made a huge, and if you print them on, this is 8x10 paper. If you print them on 11x17, they'll be huge, right? So you can get like a huge one. Nice. So I've got Cosmic Boy in his Chippendales costume. I've done Elastic Lad, I've done Wildfire, and I've done Polar Boy.
Cool.
So
nice.
Yeah, you have a Wildfire. Yeah, I did a Wildfire as well.
They call him Wildfire. I love me some Wildfire.
And then what was the other ones I said? Polar Boy. Oops.
The guy in that last picture, that ad had a Polar Boy hat.
Oh man, I just love Polar Boy. Yeah, so here's my Wildfire that I made.
Nice. Oh man, I love that. Even I would have that.
And then that's the Cosmic Boy, and then here's Polar Boy. And see, it's all the same template. You can see that, like how I just fill it in differently, right? Like you can see it's like it's like not even changing, right? Polar Boy, I'm gonna assemble him next when I go back in.
Indeed, LT. Indeed, he is.
All right.
So here we go.
All right. So let's get on to this one here.
Blind Shadow Comics number 322. A great cover by, of course, the great Kurt Swan and George Klein on the inks. Written by the creative team, usual suspects from the previous issue. Writer Edmund Hamilton, penciler John Forte, inkers Sheldon Muldoff and Al Plastido. Letters Milt Snippen, Joe Letterverse, Vivian Berg, and of course, editor Mort. Just print it. Weisinger.
J-Man, I didn't see the Super Pets movie yet. Aside from the dogs and stuff, there's nobody else, right? There's not Super Monkey and Streaky and all that, right?
I saw it with my niece and nephew, which means, and it was a theater full of like kids running around screaming. So
Yeah.
I saw the film and I own it. I may as well have not seen it, but from my memory, there's only the Batman's Hound or whatever.
Hound, Crypto.
Crypto. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the first half of it a while back, and I don't remember any. Don't remember.
There was no monkey. There's no Streaky. There's no Comet.
No Comet. No.
I don't know. I don't understand why they didn't just use those guys.
That
would have been kind of cool.
Well, but there's too many super guys, right? You need like one per hero.
Right, that's what it was.
That's what they were.
They had the Justice League in that movie. Oh,
yeah. Well, I'll say this for that movie: they played the Superman theme. They played the John Williams theme when Superman showed up. So even they understood that, like, their version of Superman was the best version of Superman that we've gotten out of a theatrical film since Christopher Reeve.
I'll go back and watch part of it one day.
And the toys are cool because they're the classic guys, and they have like superpower, like the Superman punches, and
and he's got the dog with him, so it's
that's all you need. Yeah,
and Crypto's the real Crypto. Like he's got he's cool. Like he looks pretty good.
He is pretty cool. Yeah.
So my niece and nephew, they loved it. Yeah, like they thought it was great. And when Superman got nailed, the only stupid part is that Superman has to be injured in order for the pets to take over.
Well, it's their movie, right?
Right. Yeah. So it feels like it's one of these. It feels like it's one of these comics, which is like what Superman's taken out. Like how lame is that? But whatever, he's taken out, and then
that's probably where they took inspiration from.
Which is fine. I wasn't angry at that movie. I gave it like 7 out of 10 or something, 6 or 7 out of 10.
Like that's what's going to happen. Because then you're left wondering why Superman can't come in and
exactly. So the dog has to, Crypto has to do it or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's in there. He's in there in the ship. Like it is the Crypto movie. Like it's a Crypto movie for Christ's sakes. Right. That's pretty cool. Like I mean, this is unimaginable, really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
indeed, I must say that this is one of the most iconic covers in all of Legion history for sure. This is a classic, and yeah. What can you say? Those super pets. This is one of those ones that separates the Legion fans from the hipster types. When they look actually how ridiculous and stupid and silly this is, and it's all of that, and yet I love it anyway. It's just they're fun. They're fun. I mean, let me tell you something. There's some great times ahead with serious, really cool stuff that was for older readers as far as Legion is concerned. But it's still fun to see some of this crazy stuff too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all great. And the poll so far, there's 9 votes, and we've got 40. So Super Pets and Impossible Missions are tied with 44%, and Code of the Heroes is 11%.
Gotcha.
Okay, so here's Prody 2. Who's like, oh, they're so great. I want to be one of them. All right. Meanwhile, okay, so they've the Super Friends. The Legion is trying to figure out what's going on with this time traveler guy. They're trying to figure out what we can do to stop this guy. Or Sean, do you want to talk about? It doesn't matter, right? Do you guys care? Sure.
No, just keep going, and we'll chime in and stuff. Yeah.
All right. So. The subs are like coming in. They're calling in the subs or whatever. That's great.
Yeah.
Soon as I saw for me, this one's clearly the best because it's got the pets and the subs, so that's like a guaranteed.
Yeah.
Cool, LT. Cool.
Crypto shirt right now. Oh, did you get it from Bearded Shirts?
I got me.
Even if you bought something from Bearded Shirts already, just go back anyways and say I told you about.
A couple. I got a couple because one faded. I got to replace it of Superman and Kurt's one. Superman and Crypto flying together is one of my favorites.
That's awesome. Yeah, I should go back. I'm going to go to Toys R Us maybe I'll go this week and grab some of those Crypto toys.
Before that one, like many years ago, I had the one. It was just a basic shirt with same deal. It was from I think a Kurt Straffenberger. It was Superman. Hugging Crypto, like going, just so like he hadn't seen him in a million years, hugging him, and with a happy look on his face. I remember I was walking around this con at Dragon Con one year, and I turn and run right into this gorgeous chick cosplaying Black Cat. She sees that shirt, she grabs me, Like, she goes, "Oh, that is so cute." She's like hugging me and stuff. I'm like, thank you, shirt. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. That's how you. Yeah, pets work. Bearded, you did get from nice, LT. That's great.
The
bearded. Yeah.
The Super Pets toys are disappearing, but like they're also at Dollarama, J-Man. So
yeah, and in my toys. Last time I went to my Toys R Us, they had like a ton of them still.
Oh, okay, good.
So they're still around. Okay, and so basically, they're trying to figure out how they're going to battle the time trapper and get through that time barrier.
So they're making stuff, and
they're making stuff,
gathering materials. Yeah.
This is like what is this? Is this a tinfoil hat for Ultra Boy?
Yes,
like, or Colossal Boy or whatever. It's like a Colossal Boy. He's gonna wear that and like
it's something or other.
I don't know what the hell this is. It doesn't get addressed here.
No.
So again, this entire issue is not what it seems to be. You're like, oh, it's gonna be about them making this stuff. It's like, no, it's about the pets.
Yeah.
So the pets are all here, and they're gonna guard the clubhouse while the Legion goes to figure out how to build stuff and get like an arsenal together to break through the time trappers time curtain or iron curtain or whatever. So in the meantime, Prody is there and he's like, well, I want to be part of the super team. So how's it? Well, they're going to give him tests. That's how are they going to figure this out? Well, they're going to give him tests because Bobo was just giving you little tests. Sorry, that's from a very obscure horror movie called what was it called? Not Alone in the Dark. It's called Out of the Dark.
Yeah,
it's called Out of the Dark, and no one has seen it but me. That's fine. I'll accept that. Okay, now we get an origin. We get an origin of the of Prody's race.
Yeah,
which is kind of neat.
And that's the thing is, Prody's no pet. I mean, I know he's Chameleon Boy's pet, but he's like a person. He's like
Right.
They're all sentient beings.
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't.
Oh man, we can't start this now, but I like Anakin. I like the kid.
Oh my god.
No way. I'm removing everyone from this.
What does he say? It's like one false move and boom. It's like there's no
He's cute.
there's no emotion at all in what he's saying. It's like
literally not joking. My wife's favorite Star Wars character is the kid, is Anakin. No, I'm not joking.
The first movie.
Only the first one. Nobody likes Hayden Christensen. He's terrible.
No. It's like
she likes the kid.
Goods everywhere. It's like,
She likes the kid. That's her favorite character. And then second favorite character is Princess Leia.
Okay.
I can't say much because at least she didn't pick Jar Jar Binks, right?
Well, she despises Jar Jar Binks.
Well, there we go. We have some common ground.
I don't like Jar Jar Binks, but did you see where these guys? We'll say this real quick because it's not Star Wars. 58 minutes Star Wars. There's this guy did an edit of Phantom Menace where he put the Japanese voice of Jar Jar and subtitled the character. And it makes such a difference because it doesn't come off like Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa, it is demanded by the gods it is, right? All that. It's because it's a Japanese voice talking, it's the Japanese dub of the film. He subtitled it normal. So it's like, oh, I owe you a life debt according to my customs or what. Like, it's like it's normal, it made the dialogue normal and the voice was Japanese. So it sounded more like an alien kind of a thing.
Person, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And it fixed. I mean, there's still goofy stuff because he's clumsy, but it fixed it made Jar Jar 80% better. Like, it's like, so I was really stunned and they should do that. George Lucas has changed so much. They should just make him a subtitled character because he's really awful and he kills that movie. Okay. So here's Prody. He's actually they're actually these marble creatures.
Yeah.
And this race came down and it's a race of people who all wear the same clothes. None of them dress differently.
No,
that's just like a thing with
uniform,
sci-fi.
man. Yeah.
They all wore the same outfits. And they're like, well, this planet is pretty awesome, but there's all this bullshit. We can't stay here. And we like these little round creatures.
Yeah, there's
but we
actual
can't stay
seasons here. Oh no.
Yeah, we can't deal with that.
It's cold and then it's hot. Yeah, so they shoot
hot
them with
and
the
it's
evolution.
cold.
Yeah, they shoot them with an evolution beam. They're like, help them.
The high evolutionary.
Yeah.
They're even in purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. There you go. Now, why don't they involve themselves so that they can like, anyways?
Yeah,
so,
they're leaving. Screw this, but we'll just evolve these guys for the coming trials, right? So
this is like Indian in the cupboard. I feel like you're meddling here. Like it's like remember in Indian in the cupboard, the kids, the guys like you're messing with magic you don't understand or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like so. Anyways, so then they're able to transform. So that's the origin, which is kind of cool. So it shows that they can be fish when they need to be fish. It could be these little polar bear creature things when they need to be. They could be these little bird guys if they need to fly around. So that's pretty cool. Meanwhile, at the clubhouse, the Legion of Super Pets think about this. It's like, okay, Prody, you're pretty good, but we're awesome. Like we could do all this cool shit that you can't do.
And well, they're brutal to Prody.
Oh, they're brutal to him. It's like, but I've got a power I can imitate. To me, Prody's got like super cool powers. Like I don't know what these people are talking about. Like, since when did chameleon powers were not considered a cool thing? Like,
it's a power,
yeah. Anyway, so he wants to join, and they're like, okay. So he's like, look, I can turn into Superboy. And then, so basically, they give him a test. They're like, okay, if you want to join the Legion of Super Pets, you have to perform these tests. So each of the existing Super Pets are going to give Prody a challenge that he has to defeat. So again, this is the formula, but this one was still, it just felt a bit neater because like I wanted Prody to win. Like, I don't know. It felt a bit better than the other ones, even though it's kind of goofy and sort of you could just skip this.
The Super Pets come off as irresponsible because everyone's got this important task right now, trying to build things to destroy that curtain.
Time Trapper. And they're not doing their job,
interfering with these missions.
Yeah, that is true. No pets, you bastards.
Hey, Wagner.
No pets.
All right, so.
No pets allowed.
No pets allowed. Oh, thanks, man. You forgot to play, but
thank you.
Thank you.
Wagner.
Okay, so pretend to be Superboy and go do stuff. Okay, hey, I'm Superboy. Now they give these missions that are really hard to do and that are somewhat important, but as Sean was saying, they also meddle with the affairs of what the Legion is trying to do now. Yeah. So if these missions fail, it could mean that the Legion gets, at least set back, right? At least it's at the very least, it's a setback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like he becomes Superboy. Hey, Superboy, we need this rare element. Go get it. He's like, but I'm not Superboy. But he has to go get it. So apparently there's shuttlecrafts going exactly to the planet Vor where they can get Voranium or whatever, Vorium. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'll just take a shuttle there. Like, how long is that going to take? Like, I feel like this is like, okay, like wouldn't Superboy go whoosh, get it and come back? Like this guy's gonna take a plane. It's like, is there a movie? Is there a meal? Like what? So Prody, in the guise of Superboy, hooks up with this guy to get a ride, but he has to pretend he's a statue because that guy's not gonna give Superboy a ride because he would question why Superboy needs a ride.
Yeah.
So he pretends to be a statue. So that fits right into our artist or whatever who what's a statue? I can draw that.
Hey, I won't stand for this sort of slander. John.
I do
John, because John was an upstanding guy, man.
I like this half. I like when he's half something.
Yeah. That's cool.
I really like Prody in this story, though.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted Prody to succeed, but Sean's right. The pets were being dicks and irresponsible.
They were being dicks.
So,
this half Superboy, half like Rhino thing looks like something that like Super 7 would make. It's just a toy no one's gonna buy.
And then they'll put it on Kickstarter or whatever. It's like 5,000 backers needed or something.
Oh shit.
Prody 2 as half Superboy, half Rhino thingy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Good job, Prody. No, some of us believe in you.
We believe in you, buddy. You could do it.
I have a Prody figure. They're just saying.
What is it, Play-Doh?
No, he came with the Mattel set from 2011 with all the Bronze Age Legions.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. I looked up toys.
Prody 2, I should say.
Yeah. And you know they'd make a Prody 1 figure just to sell that, and it'd be a repaint. It'd be slightly darker paint or something. It's like Prody 1. Collect them all.
Real chart up. Anyway, but
yeah, this was standard. This is standard behavior. I agree. Everyone's a dick in these comics.
True.
Supergirl cries in every issue.
Weisinger behavior. Good.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the Voranian. So he sneaks out as this creature, and now he turns into these guys because he doesn't want to get attacked by them. So he pretends he's one of them, and then he steals some of the Vorium.
Valorium, yeah.
Yeah, Vorium. Yeah, Vorium.
Yeah,
so he steals it and runs away. Oh, they're running after him. He's like, I gotta get out of here. Start the car. So then he grows wings and flies. He could have just swooped down as a bird and got them. But anyway, that would have been a panel, less 2 panels. So then he comes back and he's like, Superboy, why are you on my ship? Like, this is a great honor. I'd be like, why are you here? Like that, Dr. Venkman, why are you came? Like, why are you came? And he's like, I need Thorium. No.
Oh, Lord.
So
admiring your collection. And then somehow he turns back into the. I guess the guy leaves him alone, and he turns back into the statue. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Every time he thinks he's made it somewhere, they throw another one right in its face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poor old Prody.
Okay, I got it. I did this really crazy thing. It's like, sorry, Prody, that's not good enough. It's like, what? It's like, oh man.
Yeah, me Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Yeah, I love
cereal.
I do like Lucky Charms. That's my second. My favorite cereal is regular Cheerios, plain regular Cheerios. My second favorite is Lucky Charms.
I like this leprechaun. He's not as cute as the one we grew up with. He's got the big ears and he's got like this kind of jaded jaw. You look, I don't know. He looks. You
like this one better? Should we do a versus stream? Which leprechaun?
Like the new one just looks like a guy. Like he doesn't look like he would be a magical creature or something.
True. Well, he's trying to convince you that he's not. That's like they should use the leprechaun. They should use Warwick Davis leprechaun.
Nothing like them in those damn movies.
I love all of them, even the space one. That's.
I just love that there's a whole franchise of them,
and there's a sub franchise of Back in the Hood.
The Hood and the Hood 2.
Yeah, there's like a sub franchise within that, the Hood version, the Hood ones.
My wife hates horror movies, like she gets scared by them. And I was watching Leprechaun in the Hood 2, and so she came in from she was at a friend's house. She came back and she asked me what I was watching. I said, I'm watching a Leprechaun in the Hood 2, and she goes, that's a bad movie. And I'm like, it's Leprechaun in the Hood 2. They couldn't even say the. It's the. It's so stupid, but it's awesome.
Yeah, of course it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
whole Batman family. Nice bunch of nice.
That's great. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, giant Batman annual. Awesome. 4 origin stories. Word. Here's that Palisades thing that Sean was upset over last time.
Yeah. I was like, if you're in California and they're advertising this New Jersey thing, it's like you can't go to that. Like, what the hell? Anyway.
What's going on here? Looks like Crypto tried to eat Prody. Okay. Here's our flying belts, just in case you need to pick an extra one up. Siren Girl, I need a new flying belt. Just get one yourself.
Yeah.
Go get one from the clearly marked shelf.
There's a gazillion of them. It's like, God, like there aren't that many Legionnaires.
No, I think this is one belt.
No, like it looks like there's layers of belts.
No. This is one. There's only 4 belts here.
Oh, okay.
4 belts. Nobody said anything about 4 belts. Like, do I take one belt or all belts?
Bread, so anyway.
Yeah, I think this is one belt. Because I look at the way they look. See?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
big enough. It's weird, but it's big. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one belt. Okay, so Prody 2. go do other things. Like, okay, I'll make myself look like Chameleon Boy for this test. If I'm Prody too, I'm going to start interviewing. You know, why should I do it like Shark Tank or whatever? Be like, why should I partner with you guys? You tell me what's so good about your Legion. Like, why should I? You know, it's like anyway.
I'm a pet too, but I've actually saved the Legion. Well, they did too, though. They did.
Now this is weird because he's with Saturn Girl and he's trying to conceal the fact that he's Prody. That's sort of the like. I mean, what a random assignment. I don't.
Yeah, he's supposed to help her with her next mission.
Yeah,
and they're going after this. She feels like she's being watched, and it's just like a literal eye in the sky. So she, and it's a freaky like thing, right? So
it's Judas Priest, Electric Eye, or whatever.
So it shoots her, and she's out for the count.
Yeah. So now, see, this is what you were talking about earlier. This is dangerous now because Prody is not really equipped for this kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
He's so small that it wraps around him like several times when he's small.
Yeah.
But he lands on it and he puts the belt on that to fly it away from her.
Yeah. And covers it with like black ink or whatever. Like
he makes himself into a symbiote, into a venom.
Yeah, basically.
He turns it. So this is the first appearance of Venom.
Yeah.
320 issue 321, first Venom appearance. And then it smashes it, so the eye can't see. So he can't. So he makes it fly. Yeah. It can't see. It crashes, and then he helps Saturn Girl.
So I have a question.
The answer is 42.
Yes, but Prody can do this in that he can blanket himself on something. Can Chameleon Boy do the same thing? I know he can change into people, but can he, and things, but can he do this as well? Like blanket himself like a plastic man?
But can you use their powers, you mean?
No, Chameleon Boy himself. Can he do the same thing?
Like, can he stretch out and like?
Okay.
I mean, in other words, he could do things like if he takes the form of an animal, he could do whatever the animal does. Is that if that's what you're asking?
Yeah, I was asking if he can blanket himself like this, like Prody's doing here to the eye, in that like he's just a sheet now. So he's changed shape, but not a person or something like that.
No.
Animal.
No. People from Durla can't do that. They can only take the shapes of animals and other things or other beings or other things and do what those beings can do.
Okay. So this is an advantage Prody has over or something, yeah.
Prody can't talk. So how is he talking as Chameleon Boy and as Superboy earlier?
Because he says earlier that now that he's taken the shape of like Superboy, he can talk.
Yeah, if he could take the shape of like a person who can talk.
He replicates their innards, I guess. I don't know.
But yet he can't use their powers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he didn't say it. He says it. Because he's trying to explain to the reader why he can do this.
Right. Reader, just to let you know that the Prodies have been discriminated against for years. No, anyway. Yeah. So he completed that task, and now Super Monkey's like, "Well, you thought you're all hot shit, eh? Like, you thought you're okay. Well, let's see what you're gonna do now." I was like, "Me against the mighty all the mighty superheroes."
This was the most irresponsible. Keep them out of the clubhouse for an hour. What if they need the clubhouse? They're coming back from doing this big thing, and they probably need to get more materials, right?
What if someone needs to take a piss every time I come back from somewhere? I gotta take a piss. Like, I don't go anywhere without taking a piss, and the second I come back, I gotta take one.
Clubhouse is in the bushes, so they can.
That's what I was saying there, Fanty. He could take whatever he takes the shape of. He could do what that thing can.
Yeah.
I didn't think that's what you were asking. Was that what you were asking, John?
So he could Chameleon Boy can become an object, so he could be a rug.
Yeah.
Okay, well if he can do that, then that's yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that's what you were asking. Maybe I confused what you were asking me.
Yeah, I feel like, well, the thing is, I don't really know what Prody's doing there. If he turned himself into something or just blanketed himself like he's Plastic Man. Just, how Plastic Man could just
stretch out around the thing.
And yeah.
So maybe there's an alien being That's that. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the first appearance in Venom. It makes sense now. that black goop or whatever, he turned himself into that goop, which is a thing. So then that's how they got out of it.
Right. Yeah. But I was thinking, if you're asking, can Chameleon Boy, basically simply he could take the shape of these beings and whatever they are, and whatever those beings can do, he can do.
Yeah. But he's not malleable like a plastic man or an elongated man. Like
if he took the place of one of them, he could.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay.
If he took the form of one of them, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. And Fanti was saying that too.
Yeah.
Apparently. But yes,
okay, so he could do the same thing then that Prody did.
Yeah.
That's
what's confusing here is they were talking about earlier how Prody can make himself look like Superboy, but he can't have his powers.
No.
Which makes sense. Yeah. However, and that's the confusing bit, if he makes himself in the shape of a horse, he can do all the horse stuff a horse can do. You know?
Yeah.
Like, or he could fly. Remember, he takes the force. Well, that's what I was basically saying is Chameleon Boy takes the form of some animal. He can do all the things that animal can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do anything I can do. I can do anything you can do better or whatever it is.
See you, Maddie.
All right.
That's
see you, Maddie.
LT. Hey, Maddie's Daddy. Good to see you, buddy. That's also true, LT. Chameleon Cham's Cham's powers have never been fully explained. Yeah. Like a lot of powers.
We only care because we're scrutinizing the comic. Otherwise, you just like, whatever. You just accept it. Like, it's like, I'm a fan. I like the idea that Superman can do anything. That's one of my pet peeves, where they say, "Well, he's overpowered" or whatever. It's like, okay, well, who cares? Like, with the story, right?
I hate when people say, I hate when people say that about Superman. But I've been fighting that battle for losing battle. Or winning battle, really, to be honest.
Not to plug my own video, but it is getting somewhat decent views. My things that piss me off, and that's one of them. And I remember as a kid thinking, we used to talk saying, well, Batman has no powers. Why do you like him? I remember we all thought Superman was the best, and there would be like a Batman. I love Batman, of course, Adam West.
But that was the talking point back in the day.
But that was the talking point. You're right.
Like Batman sucks because he doesn't have powers. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being like, Batman has no powers. Why do you like him? They're like, oh no, it's like he looks cool. Like mostly people just went to he looked cool. It would be like. That was the compensation. Yeah, Batman has no powers, but he looks cool. Yeah, that's true. And the Batmobile's cool. Okay, yeah, Batman's cool.
But when Miller's Dark Knight Returns hit it big, and then not too many years after that, the Keaton movie hit big, all you heard out there was, always like Batman's so much better because he can relate to him. Superman's got all these superpowers. I can't relate to him. He's too powerful, but I can relate to Batman. Like, oh man, that was everywhere.
Yeah,
it drove me insane.
That was the beginning of the 100-year reign of Batman.
Yes, it's like, the Bat Bros.
Because before then, we remember, even as a kid, I remember he wasn't as popular, as Superman and Spider-Man and all that.
And I loved him, but I loved the hell out of him, but he wasn't. No, it was that was when every good thing you get comes with another slap in the face, right? That's when we got all that great stuff like the Bruce Timm animated series and all the good stuff. Out of that we also got the Bat Bros. So anyway, but I'll let you get back.
Yeah,
that's right. I can relate to Batman.
Yeah. I've always known that about you. I always knew you were a billionaire.
1 second.
It's like, what's your superpower? I'm rich.
1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry.
Uh-oh. What happened? So, yeah.
So
Prody.
Prody is trying to figure out how to keep him out. So he's like, maybe if I turn to a bomb. He's like, well, they'll know I'm not a bomb. So
so he's got to keep the Legionnaires out of the clubhouse for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm a 3-headed dragon or whatever.
Like, I'll become a 3-headed dragon. Then
he
becomes this thing.
All right, this page here, since it is Jack Kirby month,
yes.
I gotta tell him this was a pretty decent. I don't know if they were even going for it. This is a nice, almost Kirby-esque page right here.
Yeah, I thought that too.
He does have a superpower. He can make a Kirby machine.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like, I'm going to make this. So this is
reminiscent anyway. Reminiscent.
This is somewhat of a kind of a fun / genius idea where he can't actually make anything. So he just takes a bunch of junk and makes basically like an art piece. It's just a junky art piece. And it's going to confuse the Legionnaires because they're going to think, oh, it's some sort of, is it a bomb? Is it some sort of like weapon? And then they can't figure out because it looks, they're like, is it so advanced that we can't tell what it is?
That's
right.
Yeah. It looks like a mishmash garbled thing, and Superboy's like, maybe it's like so advanced that we can't figure out how it works, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's basically a David Lynch movie. Nobody knows what it is. It probably means nothing, but we want to pretend that it does. It's a fair yes, and I like David Lynch even doing it. So, anyways, yeah, so that's what happens. They're like, oh shit, look, they're all like penetravision, and then they've got their vision. Now I love how they're drawing it out. Like, okay, well, let's see here. What's this little thing here do? What does this do? Brainiac's like, this is like, I can't figure this shit. I can't make heads or tails out of this thing. And they're like, let's investigate further. But first,
manual
Cheerios with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
It gives you
get some Cheerios, bro.
Muscles. Yeah,
to be sure, bro.
Yes,
give some people muscle making protein.
No, it's a lie. I eat Cheerios all the time. That's my favorite cereal. Plain regular Cheerios. I don't put sugar in it. I don't put maple syrup in it. I don't put anything. I just eat plain. I like plain regular Cheerios. I love it, and I don't have any of these muscles. It's a stinking lie.
Oh, they were lying to kids for decades. It's like, oh, listen, Fruit Loops is good for you, good for your heart. Like, no, it's not.
At least they don't lie to kids anymore.
Never. Not at all.
Not at all. Now they just lie to adults.
Yeah,
they've upgraded.
That smart check heart thing. Yeah. God.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, yeah. All right. So Prody. They're like, okay, so it's been 1 hour, and they're like, Prody, what the shit happened? They're like, oh, well, I was just effing with you. They're like, oh, okay.
Like, now they know about his trials to try and get into the Legion of Super Pets, because he's like, oh, I was just doing this for the Super Pets. I thought Superboy was gonna get mad and like fry him to death or something.
I thought Superboy was gonna give a stone cold stunner to a freaking Comet here. It's like, what's with your
what are you guys doing? You're like hazing this guy. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question for these. I got a question for these Super Pets. If I was Prody, I'd be like, Comet, before I go on this mission here, can I just ask you, what were the 5 missions you had to do to get? Because I just want to kind of get an idea, and Super Monkey, don't Super Monkey, just stay right there. I'm gonna get to you in a second, buddy. Just stay. Hold on a second. What did you have to do to get? What were like? You guys just formed this. So you have to do all this bullshit
too, and like nothing happened. They just like got formed from other timelines or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It isn't fair. I agree with you, buddy. It's not fair. All right. So what's this mission here?
A cruel one. This is the last one, but this is pretty bad.
Oh yeah. What was this one, Sean? What was this one again?
This is the one where Crypto is like, come chase me. Yes. And he's like, okay, but you're freaking Crypto. You have Superman powers. And he's like, oh no, I won't go very far. So Prody gets the belt or whatever and flies after him. And I think he gains on him at one point, and then Crypto uses his powers to like repel him. And now
this is the best.
Turns into a fish, which is awesome because he's like, salmon swim upstream, right? So then he does that, and Crypto's like, oh shit, he's coming, right? I didn't really expect that because I'm Crypto. So so then this is awesome because
this is awesome.
We always complain about this.
Yes.
So Crypto sees a chest, like, let me go into that chest.
Now, I'm not showing the panel.
It turns out it's kryptonite. Dun, because they keep dumping kryptonite into the ocean whenever they don't want it, and so it comes back to haunt him here. And so he's dying.
That is so great because
shark
there's so many of these where they dump shit. I was gonna do when I was doing my Superboy streams. It was between Superboy builds weird things, so I went with that one because he builds more things, or it was gonna be Superman pollutes the ocean. And it was going to be everything that he's ever dumped in the ocean for later use. And there is kryptonite gets dumped. And I love it. There's like an entire case of it.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, whoa! And then he just falls over dead.
Yeah.
And then
So
meanwhile, I
Shrimp
got
comes
this
in
monster.
and then he turns into a puffer fish and frightens it away. And then he rescues Crypto because Crypto got too big for his britches. He flew too close to the sun, and he's being too mean. And then that's his come up.
Yes. He's like Icarus in that trash Eternals movie.
So then, for whatever reason, because more twists, Crypto comes back with protein in his mouth, like, oh my god, he died or whatever. Like, this is what happened. And it turns out that Crypto is really no, wait, I got this confused before. Crypto is really Prody.
Yep.
And he put sludge or something around the real Crypto to make him look like Prody or something like that.
Yes.
He's like, I fooled you for no reason.
But no, but Sean, but you have to understand this was okay. This was an expert joke because it lasted an entire panel. It's just like, what was the point of that? It's like, that's like Bruce Willis being introduced to the kid.
Yeah.
And the kid says, I see dead people. He's like, wow. And then the kid says, and you're one of them. And that's the opening scene. You're like, okay, that's not a twist. Like, this should have happened earlier. And then we go away for a while. Then you come back. Ha ha ha. It was really me. It's like, what was the point of tricking them for 1 second? It's like, you tricked them for one panel. Guys, I have to go. Okay, I lied. I don't have to go. Did I get you? Did you really think I had to go? Like,
wait till we get to the Batman Forever bullshit of the next issue. But anyways,
and then Superboy's like, okay, you've made it in the Legion. YMCA. They're trying to do YMCA.
Yeah. Well, Super Monkey is, but
yeah,
the others are like whatever. And
he writes Prody 2
on the
Electric Boogaloo.
They can't just call him Prody. It's like, yeah, I get that there's one before him, but
how'd you like to be the sequel, baby? This is our sequel,
I like chocolate fudge best. I like vanilla fudge best. Is this really an argument that kids had? Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Who was the vanilla fudge kid? I mean, nobody,
Hey, chocolate.
Hey. Chris has a great channel. His link is in the description of this video if you guys want to check it out. He does giveaways. He does insane giveaways, to be honest. They're like literally insane. It's like, it's not just like, oh, I'm giving away a comic. It's like a bunch of comics and they're all crazy. It's like, so check out Chris's channel. I'll probably be on there on Wednesday. And this Wednesday I'm going to be on the Action Elite. I forgot to say. I'll say it. I'll remind everybody at the end. We're doing an Action Elite thing this Wednesday. They're sporadic, so I sometimes forget. But I'll probably be on Chris's channel Wednesday as well for New Comic Book Day. All right. So yeah, like, do kids really have this argument? Like, oh, chocolate, I like vanilla. Okay.
I don't know.
You wouldn't.
I don't recall. I'm old, but I don't remember that. Like, it didn't really matter. It's more like I like chocolate. What do you like? Okay, I like vanilla. Believe it. Really interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. Who cares? Like,
some ice cream.
Like, let's get ice cream. Who cares which one you're having?
Yeah, I like a little vanilla every now and then, but some people like to spice things up with the chocolate. Man, I know.
Yeah. Oh, here's one thing I don't like is Tootsie Rolls. And I know, Clobberin,
I love a Tootsie Roll. Oh.
I should try them again. I don't know. I love candy.
Yeah. There's plenty of better candy out there. I'm just saying there.
Nostalgic to me. I mean, I remember the taste of it.
Plenty of better out there for sure, but like a Whoppers or something,
Yeah.
Yeah. I eat candy for lunch when I'm in the office, and everyone always like literally I literally have a pack of Twizzlers that's my lunch, and then I'll have like a diet soda or something with it, and it's like that's my lunch. I love sour keys, so I just eat like massive amounts of sour keys.
Sour keys.
Yeah, those. Where's the PB peanut butter?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't know sour keys?
I can't say it rings a bell.
It's a key that's sour. I don't know. It's their gummies.
I'm probably seeing it. Oh, okay. I know some gummies now. Yeah. I want me a jelly baby.
Can you see these? There, that's what they are.
I
don't know what you guys call them.
I've seen them at some point.
Yeah,
I've seen things like that. Yes.
Yeah,
I do like me a jelly baby every now and then.
I go to the dollar store and buy about 20 packs of that.
Do you trust candy at a dollar store though? Because I don't think
I trust it for a dollar.
We have a pretty good dollar
for a dollar though.
Dollar store chain called Dollarama, and like there's one aisle packed with like crap, like candy, chocolate, like nuts and all that. Yeah,
they're real chocolates, Clobby. Like they like the dollar store that we have. It's Snickers and Twix and
but they mark them down. It's great. Yeah,
and they're like 80 cents or something, right?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So, yeah, they're real. And the sour keys I buy are legit. It's a company. I forgot what company it is, but it's a company.
And it's I had it. I buy the sour cherries. It's the same guy.
Oh, those are good too. They're not as sour, but I mean,
but I do like cherry candy. So
I like cherry candy too.
Yeah.
Who does?
All right. No, we're not sponsored by any candies here. All right.
Yeah.
The 8 impossible. As soon as I saw the 8 impossible missions, I thought, oh no,
there's 8 of them.
There's going to be 8 of these suckers.
8. Adventure Comics number 323 with another great Kurt Swan, George Klein cover. Now we've got, of course, this one. Our penciler for this one, folks, is the creator himself. The co-creator himself, the God Man and the God King of Superman, Jerry Siegel. Pencilers, that all-around stand-up fellow, that statue of a man, John Forte. Inked by, again, one of the great inkers in Superman history, George Klein. Joe Letterverse on the letterings, which means they don't really know who inked it. Right. And edited by some guy named Mort Weisinger, who said, "Hey, consider this comic edited, bitches."
I did so much editing on this that it's like it's not even the same comic anymore now.
Yes.
Is this the Element Lad costume? No?
Costume? We've had Element Lad before.
Yeah, but his costume looks pretty. Like I feel like we haven't seen this before.
No, I've seen this one.
That might be a revamp of it. I'm going to look into it a little bit and see. I'll take a look. Cool.
I like it. I'm not a big fan of just like drawing the letter on guys, but like I do like the design of it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, but now I am a fan. Going through all of these old comics has made me like things that I wasn't a fan of. I
P for Phantom Girl, and that's
because it's so kooky. Yeah, it's just like a cursive P.
But it comes really cool when they make Interlac and they give their own language. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Superman's S is like the gold standard, and then it's stylized, it's iconic, and everyone else is just like a Sharpie with like
Feral Lad. It's like literally FE or like
but eventually they're gonna have Interlac, the galactic language, and they'll have more cool emblems.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Element Lad has several because I feel like he's green now. Is he green?
Yes, he was green. Well, he was green and black for a while with his fro. He's had the red, that color. Well, a couple of variations with those colors right there, for sure. So yeah, so all of a sudden, Prote's like really moved up in the world from the past.
Yeah,
he's
Prote's revenge.
Is he running the Legion now or what?
Yeah. So we have to pick who the new leader of the Legion is going to be. So Saturn Girl's been the leader, sort of, even though like she's been like people have usurped it like every other issue. Like she's been the leader this entire time.
Yep, she's been the leader for a long time
now. So we got to pick a new leader, guys. So Prody will do it. Roll call, so we know it's going to be one of these people. So that's a spoiler, I guess, right?
Yeah. I used to like when they did this in Justice League as well. They did the heads. I love that kind of roll call rather than just like saying who they are.
Well, the Marvel corner of the heads is the ultimate best thing ever.
Yeah. But I was talking about like they would do a splash page in Justice
League.
Yeah,
I know.
And the sides they would like
they have the heads. I remember.
It was awesome.
I remember the heads. Anything with the heads is great.
The corner box, Clobby, is that Steve Ditko that created that? The corner box?
The corner box?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it could have either been him or Kirby or Joe Manili or somebody like that. I don't know exactly who did, but there were in some older comics. Why is there one in this one?
No, but
no, I was just talking about I like the roll calls where they have the actual heads and not just.
Oh yeah. So do I.
Speaking of heads, the head with two
There's
things. I mean, the
Spider-Girl.
thing with two heads.
Now Spider-Girl's
yeah.
does come back later. She
Spider-Girl, first appearance.
the first Spider-Girl, and also predating another lady with red hair that did things with her hair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, Medusa.
Medusa, yeah.
First appearance of Spider-Girl and Medusa. I like
Yeah.
that. I could do this with my hair.
I'm fairly sure she even predates Medusa, but I would have to double check that.
And these people
it's just,
we're gonna get
and why is it all these people that apply for the Legion can't control their freaking powers?
I don't know.
It's all the mystery men. It's all like, remember PMS Girl? I only work once a month or whatever.
I guess, yeah, it's pretty much like that, yeah.
So anyway, she's like, I've got this kooky hair. It's like, looks a little bit like Julie Newmar.
Yes, very Julie Newmar, actually. Yeah. Or Phyllis Diller.
She predates Medusa, so you never know. I mean,
and Pete Ross is in here.
Yes, for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could be the Legion. I could be the guy. It's like, all right, Jimmy showed up.
Yeah.
Double.
So her hair goes all wonka doodle, and Phantom Girl's like, "Bitch, you hussy, get your hair out of Brainiac's face."
I remember seeing double header years and years from this. And I was like, what the hell? The Legion has weird guys. And so I guess his first appearance, I guess they used him later on. I don't know. Yeah.
It's his first appearance, of course, but yeah.
I hate you. And well, his heads are more divided in the one I've seen.
Yeah.
Like in the other. So is that the same character? Or is that.
What's that?
Is double header? Is there there's a two-headed guy I've seen?
Oh, there are plenty of them throughout comics.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, as far as the Legion, I don't know how long he wasn't around much, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's like, yes, I'm stupid. What, you big mouth? I hate you. So like, get out of here. You guys are such. I love how she says your consistent arguing would drive us daffy.
He looks like a Cenobite. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it does. Oh my God, it looks like the twins. Yeah, from Hellraiser Part 4. Looks like Hellraiser 4, the twins. Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, meanwhile at the clubhouse, I object. Sit down, Brainiac. No, okay. Our next leader should be smart and resourceful. Therefore, I suggest we let this computer machine analyze us and determine which one of us is the cleverest. That person can take over my post. I object. Because I have a computer mind. I'd win easily. It's got to be decided by some other way. It's like, let's decide it by Yorp. No.
You know what? I'm going to hand it to old Brainiac 5 for that one.
That was nice.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, that makes sense. But he doesn't like he understands AI is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like
I still don't understand why Prote's running anything, but okay.
I guess, yeah. So Prote's like, oh, I'm gonna make up some puzzles, and you're gonna have to solve them. And the first one is my Bizarro backwards name. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna turn myself into a Bizarro Prote, and then Bizarros are imperfect duplicates of real beings.
Yes.
They think and act in reverse.
Yes. Thank you, editor.
Thank you, Morty.
Yep.
I propose that you guys do some stuff. Okay. First off, we're gonna have
stand right here for a minute. Sorry.
Well, there's some running here. So he's going to assign them missions, and these missions are going to be clues to a name that Prote is thinking. And then if they guess what it is, then they can be the new leader. So, okay, you can't read minds on this one. Like, tell me what I'm thinking. So Darren Brown would become the new leader of the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. He's the most famous mentalist I could think of. I don't know if you know any others.
I remember what's he mentioned on Doctor Who once.
Yeah, Darren Brown. Oh, he was mentioned. They said, oh, we'll just say it's Darren Brown. I've watched every Darren Brown thing there is to watch. I watched all of his shows, all of his specials.
That's the only time I've ever heard of him.
Oh, he's a mentalist. He does a lot of cool. He does a lot of, but he'll do other little weird things like he flipped a coin 10 times in a row and it came up heads. And he goes, that would be that. He goes, that's impossible. He goes, well, the way I did it was I flipped it 1,000 times until 10 heads came up in a row. And that's the part I showed you on screen. Yeah. So he does things like that where he's like, don't believe everything. He goes, because I did flip the coin 10 times and heads came up 10 in a row, which is an astronomical thing. He goes, it's only astronomical if you flip a coin 10 times only and heads comes up 10 times in a row, but not if you keep flipping it and flipping. And then he showed all the outtakes. He goes, he's like, I kept flipping. So he goes, we ended up flipping it like 1,000 times. And then if you flip it 1,000 times, it's not hard to get 10 in a row. So he does things like that where he'll but then he explains it to the audience later, like how he tricked you. So he's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, there's a Darren Brown plug, and he'll never plug my channel. So there you go. Thanks for nothing, DB. So, okay. You can't read people's minds. Chuckle. Console yourself with thought.
Hey. Chuckle. Gasp, choke, chuckle.
So meanwhile, wherever they are, look at this guy. He's not enjoying this race at all, really.
They go to the annual
rodeo
dino tossing competition.
Okay.
I think that's what they call it, the dinosaur.
Is it like a rodeo or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the okay, so
yeah, dinosaur throwing contest.
Why do these dinosaur things have buzzsaws or
well, they're throwing shit at them. This is crazy. They're like, this is like animal cruelty. Where are the super pets?
What are those things on their heads? Like buzzsaws or?
They're buzzsaws.
I guess.
I don't get what they are. It's like it's.
Yeah, no, they say they have to steer clear of their buzzsaw heads or something.
Yeah, they have buzzsaw blades. Evolutionary. These are deadly evolutionary buzzsaw blades.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Now they're shooting them, and now she's riding on this thing in this like it's
and she can't telepathically command it because it has a helmet.
Right.
But I think it's a boy or something. So then she senses that the girl one that he likes is like in a ransom. So and that doesn't have a helmet, so she controls that as the carrot for this thing to follow. That's what.
So
I don't know how you come up with all this. Like, it's like you're under a deadline to come up with something for your superhero story.
Gary comes up with some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, like so it's basically like, that's what happens. So this is a male and then it chases the female.
Yeah.
So there you go. And it's like, okay.
So you pass, Saturn Girl.
You pass. After Saturn Girl returns to Earth with Prody 2, he again travels into space, but this time with Ultra Boy. Ultra Boy, I've learned the science police want some crooks captured who are hiding out in a certain asteroid. That'll be your assignment. Okay. So wait a minute. How is he flying and using his thing? Oh, no, he's got the belt. Sorry, never mind. He's got the belt. That's right. Yeah. All right, fine. Everyone's fine. Everyone relax. It's fine. So, ouch, ooh, my feet. So it's like he made everything hot. Like this was like, I mean, he captured these guys like off screen.
I guess.
Like it's like he just made the ground hot and then he revealed them. Okay, that was that. It's like, okay, Phantom Girl, you got to do something now. What? But I haven't done anything in any issue. Why do I have to do something? Well, because you don't do anything. It's like, okay. Moments afterwards, Prody thinks he has me stumped. However, by concentrating strongly enough, I can do something the Phantom Zone prisoners can't. I can enter or leave the Phantom Zone at will, and I can get information. It's like, okay, so she needs to get information for an important discovery that Jor-El had made, or important invention that Jor-El had made. You're like, so she could just go into the Phantom Zone, and here she is. Why the criminals would answer her questions and help her, I don't understand, but
yeah.
I am the mighty Gazor. The mighty Gazor. Why? Why is he in the?
Yeah. So his thing is that he got old, and he's like, "Well, if I die, everyone else should die." So he makes an earthquake machine and almost destroys the planet. And then Jor-El, because he's the only guy on Krypton, defeats him, and so they banish him to the Phantom Zone. But his sentence is super duper long because he almost destroyed the planet. So then, whatever, I don't know. And so as a reward, Jor-El gets a brain thing that he can consult with and make inventions. I don't know. Like, this is out of nowhere. That's the
weird
thing. That's the secret that she needs to figure out, right?
I mean,
Why didn't he just we didn't have to have that backstory for the brain thing. Just like he has this brain thing, it's done. It's like
what in the hell, Jerry?
I know, I'm just I know, I'm reading this. I'm like, whoa. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is it? What is this nonsense?
Oh my god!
Like, I'm like, Phantom Girl's like, okay, so what is it?
yeah.
I don't get it.
She's like, just tell me the invention. I don't care about your sob story, buddy. Like, tell me what the invention. Phantom Girl's like the best in this. She's just like, okay, fucking just tell me what the thing is. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyways, so as she comes back, she's got a nice little body here. Hey, look at her. She comes in. She's cute. Yeah, Phantom Girl's cute. So she comes in. Jimmy Olsen's like, woo, check her out. Here she comes. Oh, here she comes. And it's like, okay, it's called the Garfog. It's like, now how did Prody know about it? I guess they said he told him about it, right? He says he told him about it, or he read his mind or something, right?
Yeah. And Superboy, it's like, yeah, so Clobby hates this. He was an infant, but like Superboy has photographic memory from when he was an infant,
Right.
So he remembers that crap. Correct. Yeah.
I always hate the shit, and I always look. Jerry can do what he wants. He's Jerry.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. What happened to the infant?
Yeah.
He's not an infant. That is no infant right there. I think I know what an infant is and what a toddler is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not whining in his crib with his diapers with his bottle. He's just sitting there going, "Hi, Daddy."
Yeah, he's walking around talking, and it's like, hey, how's it going? Like, hey, Dad.
The planet gonna blow up any day now, son. No, leave me alone.
Yeah. Is the planet really gonna blow up, Dad? Or are you just
trust me,
blowing smoke up my ass? It's like,
If I
no,
have to, I'll blow it up myself.
no, son, it's gonna blow up definitely. Okay,
Yes.
go play with little boy. Go play with Zod's kids. Okay,
Yes. Don't worry, we'll turn you back into an infant, so you'll forget everything and you can fly back into that way. Little brat.
how ironic. And then just it's like, oh, look at the pathos here. Oh, how ironic. He stopped it from blowing up, but it blew up anyway. Yeah, whatever.
It blew up anyway. Yeah.
That's what.
Meanwhile, Prody is literally on a pedestal, like literally, like, get off your pedestal, Prody.
Rocky and Bullwinkle eat Cheerios again.
Yes.
Palisades.
Oh, no one should. Palisades Park.
Excelsior Park. Wow, that's a
Oh man.
Stan Lee Park.
Yep. And there's Elastic Lad for some reason.
Yes. So the amazing winner of the Great Prody Puzzle, Elastic Lad. He's like, wow.
Jimmy Olsen, leader. Wow.
Yeah,
And
I'm
he
the
thinks
leader.
Lucy's gonna miss him if he has to go to the 30th century full time, which
Yep.
would never happen. So
You're right.
yeah.
Okay.
Which
Like,
of us?
you're next.
Yeah.
Hey, Element Lad, you're next. It's like, why me? Because you have an E on your
Yeah, you have an E on your thing. Yeah. It's like Edward E. Enigma. Like, anyway.
Oh no, that was Edward. Yeah. Oh man, that was the dumbest riddle. Well, the dumbest riddle is now the Batman, but the second dumbest riddle was Batman Forever. That was the dumbest riddle till the Batman showed up. But that riddle was so stupid. It's like Enigma. It's like
Which one?
It's Edward Nigma. It's like, that's not a riddle. Like, the riddle was his
which
name.
one are you talking about?
Batman Forever.
Well, yeah, I remember that. Which riddle in particular?
The whole thing of how it spells out his name, Enigma or whatever.
Oh, that was stupid. Yeah.
That was stupid. But then the Batman made it stupider by like.
Oh yeah. Now
having
I forgot about that.
It's like
I can't remember. I remember so little of that movie. I saw it one time in the theater, and I'll never see it again.
Yeah. All right. So, Element Lad, you're next because you have an E. Inside the Pit of Doom crater, inside the Doom crater, sorry, an extinct volcano. Do you know the place? Why? No, I don't actually. So I don't think I should go for this. No, you know it. You know. Okay, I doubt I'd do it. A group of alien space explorers built it. Yes, I know it. They erected he said erect. They erected a marble block adorned with the cosmic eye. So this is basically the monolith here with an eye on it. The original monolith was supposed to be clear, but Kubrick couldn't get it to look well, and it kept reflecting, so that's why they made it black. But it was supposed to be clear. Yeah. And I think it actually is clear in the novel, although I haven't read it for a while. Mystery, that's it, Mr. E. Yeah, Mr. E Enigma. It's like it didn't even. Oh God, it was literally the C for Catwoman.
C for Catwoman, yeah,
C for Catwoman.
Yeah, C for Catwoman, but that was done, and that was done to be funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were being profound, right?
So. Right. Okay, so here's the monolith with an eye on it. So what he's got to do is he's got to stay down here with this thing, but like it's killing him. And he can't use his elemental powers to change the construct, like the construct of it or whatever. So he has to. So what he does is he puts his belt on it, and then I put my anti-gravity belt on the uranium block and set its dial so that it's streaking away from him. And so that's what's happening. So it's like it moves away. So then that way he can still stay in the pit, but not get damaged by it. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Now remember, these aren't tests that you need to really pass. These are tests that are going to design to give you a clue to the final puzzle, right?
Right.
But actually, the one guy's right. The Ultra Boys though actually was a legit mission by capturing those bad guys. So these other ones, like are kind of goofy. All right, so Element Lad came to okay. So now, this is Pete Ross. This feels like when the Wizard's calling up the different people from Wizard of Oz. It's like, it's like now Tin Man, and then he's like shaking and yes, your Lord, yes, your. So he calls up Pete Ross. How can I? haven't got any superpowers. I guess I'll have to acquire a superpower in a hurry, eh? It's like, that's impossible. It's like, wrong, Jimmy. I've got the superpower of mind reading. I'm like Darren Brown. And to prove it, I'm going to write something on this lead plate, which just happened to be here, with a piece of chalk, which also happened to be here. And I'm going to show it to Prody and then wipe it off. It's like, so now he says Superboy secret identity. So he knows secret. Now he knows this from a previous issue in comics. So Pete Ross already knew this. So Prody doesn't. This is cheating, really. He's cheating on this.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, okay. So now we have to recap. How he knew that. That's it. He's like, okay, Brainiac 5, and you're like, geez, when is this over? Brainiac 5, I like to put your computer mind against 3 computer machines that will play a game of 3-dimensional chess simultaneously against them and win. He's like, I'll give it a try. Here's all the 3 computers with little arms that like, I love these old computers. It's like,
at least you don't have cartoon glove hands, like Richie Rich or something like that.
Oh man.
I love the Richie Rich arms. They just like come out and do stuff. It's funny.
Right. Yeah. So he's like, oh, wait a minute. The wires are broken. Those computers weren't able to perform their maximum efficiency. Sorry. Much as I wanted to win, I can't take advantage of this. What a swell guy. Like, all right. All right. Thanks, LT. Take it easy. So he comes and drinks his liquid, and he's got his, because you might confuse this caution with someone else. So he has to write his name on it.
Elastically, yeah.
So now, what would happen if like Chameleon Boy or something drank that? That'd be interesting. So Jimmy creates a puppet show, which is like insane.
Yeah, his test is just to amuse them. So he makes fun of the Legion. He's like, yeah, the superpower guys fight. The women do the can, and they love it. They're like, oh, it's so funny, Jimmy. And then Brainiac has
Wow, look at that. That is fantastic. John, I gotta hand it to you.
oh,
All right, LTS to run, but
yeah, take it easy, LT. Oh, this is so funny. He's just being a goof.
This is the
it's
goofiest crap
like
I've
all
ever
these
seen.
tricks and
Jared,
Tricks are for kids.
I want to point out something at the end of this page. See? Go up. Yeah. It has a little mini blurb about the substitute heroes.
Yeah.
I need to say
out of nowhere.
Heroes. It's
Just out of nowhere.
For no reason. They're not even in this.
Gotta save that picture.
Is there a new edition? I guess it was like because they're going to be a new editions of Adventure Comics. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's cool. Neat. Well, Polar Boy is now my favorite Legion character. It used to be Cosmic Boy, but you never see him anymore. So it's like I'm just going with Polar Boy.
Where is Cosmic Boy? I'm starting to worry.
I know. Like, where is this guy? Okay. So, anyways, so now, what's her face? Saturn Girl has figured it all out. It's like, ooh, write all this crap, write all the letters down. So now, okay, let's write that. Let's do this in order. Okay. First, will all the Legionnaires who performed missions assigned to them by Prody please write the first letter of their name on a large card?
What is this, school or something, guys? Come on.
S for Saturn Girl.
Yeah. And will honorary members who followed Prody's orders write down the first letter of their last name? Now, each of you line up in the order in which you performed your deeds. You, Prody, stand at the end with your medallion. I wondered why you made yourself look like a Bizarro, but when I realized that they do everything in reverse, which gave you an excuse to write your name backwards, I realized that was the big clue to this puzzle. Da-na-na! It spells out Superboy.
Hey.
So it's all of the heroes' first names and first letter of their first names, and the guys Ross and Olsen the first of their last name.
Yeah. What'd she call them? Like, not really heroes, or
no, the honorary members.
Honorary members, okay. The fake heroes, yeah.
Oh no, not. So there you go. Oh, Cosmic Boy, you decide to show your ass up, eh?
There he is. Where you been, dude?
Dude,
you losers are letting this guy run you all over the place.
Because I like Cosmic Boy because he kept the peace. He came in and be like, guys, cut the shit. Remember that one where he said, cut the crap? That was awesome.
Cut the nonsense.
I like Leonardo. I like Cyclops. I like the leader characters that come in and say, look, this is enough of this bullshit. Let's go. Like, everyone, the popular characters are like Raphael, Wolverine, like kind of the guys who are like I love Wolverine, I love Raphael, but they're always like the kind of the hothead guys. I usually like the leader people, and then usually I like the nerds too, like the smart guys, so like Donatello and Brainiac and all that. Anyways, so he's like, okay, what was going on here while I've been gone? Oh, we have to pick a new leader, and it's Saturn Girl again. It's like, yay! Wow, our new leader will be the same one we had before. What a surprise! Surprises are the rule instead of the exception in the most amazing club of all time, the Legion of Superheroes.
Super statues.
Yay! Well, there you go.
Long live the Legion. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to so much stuff down the road, and I hope we get to it sooner. But it's you got to persevere through all of it, and hey, it's just fun.
Well, the next, so it looks like I kind of went through the next few, and it looks like it's just going to be the next batch of Adventure Comics, because there's a couple in between. We can take a look real quick now before we end off. Where is that website? Legion. Okay. So we just did 321, Adventure Comics. Adventure. So we did 322. We skipped Composite Superman, and we did 323. The next one's Lois Lane. They're only in it. It's Lois Lane number 50. They're only in it for like one panel or something. So I don't know if you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, let's see. You'll show it when you find it.
Let me
have
see.
it. Or you want me to find it?
I can get it. I can bring it up.
I have that page, I believe.
So
all right, it's Sometimes they used to tell you the issue to read next on this.
Oh yeah, I've got the page of the what to read next. So it's Lois Lane. Oops.
Yeah, I have that too.
Lois Lane.
Let's see.
Superman's girlfriend.
Wah. Chronologically.
50. So yeah, okay, so this is the one. She's like going to the dentist or something.
I'll be your dentist, be your dentist. Blah, blah, blah. So
see, I'm not
seeing
the
Legion. Lois Lane what?
Number 50. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen right now.
Yeah.
I don't see any.
Yeah.
Like I'm not,
you're clear, probably. What was the composite Superman issue? Was that
there, we skipped that one. We skipped that one.
Yeah, we skipped. Yeah, because there was nothing in there, right?
Yeah. So see right there. There you go. There's the Legion. It's like gasp. They're like in this little. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So that one. So we can skip that one. The next one is Adventure 324. So that one we're going to do for sure, and 325 we're going to do for sure.
Yes.
The next one is Superman 172.
Superman 172. I'll be your dad. I'm sorry. Where are you? It's a vamping music where I'm looking for stuff. You probably find it before I do. You got it already?
Yeah. 172. Who the F are you? Okay.
Wrong that sucker up.
Oh, wrong one. I was on volume 2.
Oops.
Nobody likes volume 2. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, here you go. The Tyrant Superman. Please.
Yeah, and I don't see. And I went through this, and I don't see them in here either. Oh, there's your favorite toddler. Your favorite toddler and mine. It's Super Toddler. Do. Like, see, I'm not FS.
Former Superman.
Yeah. Okay, there's a lead. There's a Legion.
The call is answered.
The call is answered.
Here's the. Let's see. You just can sort them for a second.
Yeah, so we can skip that one. Yeah, that's it for them.
That's it. Yeah. Wow.
So skip that one.
Yeah, so nothing.
The next one is the next issue 173
of this.
Yep.
Okay. Where they probably talk to him again for 2 seconds.
Yep, because it's continuing, I think.
So,
no, this one
more the same look on it.
Super Pets, but that doesn't count.
Probably not more of the same. But it's good to be thorough.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with vetting it, because then you know.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, there's like statues of them when they're old.
Oh, Lordy. Pictures on the wall.
That's rubbish.
You can understand why someone editor might include that in there. But,
all right, so then we're going to do 320. So hold on, what are we at here? We're going to do 324, 325, and 326.
So we're still in adventure territory.
Yeah, so there you go.
Nice. Got it. Get it, partner. That sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully I won't have a blow up with my damn power this night. But that's all right. Yeah, I can't wait, man.
Okay, so yeah, 324, 25, 26.
Yes, sir.
You guys good with that? All right.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll do it. So 1 week from today, we're going to be back talking about Legion of Superheroes. This Wednesday, I'm on the Action Elite at 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about Cliffhanger and Hard Target, 30th anniversary for both those. And we've already talked about Hard Target before, so we'll probably focus more on Cliffhanger. And Friday, we will be doing our Fourth World Fridays, so that's going to be an important one.
Yes,
and
sir.
then Clobby, what are you up to in the next few days?
Well, I will have my Wild Card Wednesday night show in a little less than an hour. It's Jack Kirby month. I was unable to get anything really Wednesday. Listen to me. It's Monday. I'm already moving to Wednesday. Crap. Monday night, Marksy Comics Talk. It is more Jack Kirby talk. I might review a Kirby comic if I get a chance. Other than that, I'm just going to hang and chill with the gang and tell them I'm sorry I didn't get anything done today. But it is Jack Kirby month, and I will definitely get some more in there. I've got some things planned for the Mondays and the Wednesdays, the comic shows nights. And then, of course, there's the Thursdays with Raquel and Mark of the Clubhouse, and the Saturday night Star Treks, of course. And then, of course, all the other shows I'm on, like Midnight's Edge and Loki's and Mark D with a C and all that good stuff. But I tell you what, it's never more fun than hanging with you guys, folks. You guys, this is the best, man. I appreciate you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
To have you, man.
Okay, so the poll was 45% for the Super Pets, so that one won the thing.
Yeah.
All right, Sean,
but it was fun because we had Super Pets.
Right, Super Pets. So there you go. And Prody was a hero in it.
Prody's really cool in that.
It's a pretty story.
So,
yeah.
All right, Sean, what's going on?
I'm working on a big High Republic video, so
wow.
I know no one cares, but like I can't find a biased or an unbiased opinion on this on YouTube. It's either shills or people that hate it but have never read it. And I've read most of it, and I can honestly tell you a thing or two about a thing or two. So
right.
I mean, it might not be great, but there are some good things with it. And I have a thing or two to say about the future of Star Wars reading these things. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I read it, because I knew they were going to like springboard off of that into other things. So so look out for that, hopefully in the next week and a half. It's big, packed with a lot of information, but I'm giving you the honest goods on the High Republic. You didn't ask for it, but it's coming.
Well, I did ask for it. We were talking about it. I was like, oh, yeah, I like this thing. And I was like, what about that High Republic? Because I read the first 3 issues of the comic, and I found a mistake in the first issue, and the writer actually acknowledged the mistake,
right?
Because he used a lightsaber to like this. One of the characters was falling, so she uses her lightsaber.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, as leverage. Yeah,
as leverage. I'm like, well, there's no friction there. Like it would just like a laser. It would just cut.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't. So the guy actually said, "Oh, I'm sorry," but he did apologize and say I made a mistake there.
I think it's Kevin Scott, maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember who it was, but I was like, okay. But I thought the first 3 issues of the comic were like, it was okay. It's just not for me. I just didn't care that much. I thought it's okay. I didn't hate it. Like I saw people reviewing it and like saying it was trash, and I was like, look, it wasn't no Snowflake and Safe Space or anything like that. Like,
yeah. Spoilers. I thought the comic was the best thing that I read out of High Republic.
Oh wow! So there you go.
And there's reasons for that, but we'll get into it.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, that is it then. We will see you hopefully on Wednesday on the Action Lead, if not Friday for the Fourth World, man. I'm super looking forward to that one. And Thursday's Transformers. This Thursday's Transformers. That's Sean and I. Transformers. Oh, I'm going to forget to read those. It's going to be Thursday. I'm going to be like, I haven't read.
I read them a few months ago. I think I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to read them again. All right, guys, that's it. Until next time.
Take care.
Hey, friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.